Welcome and thanks for joining us at EMII.com. I'm Kathleen Reddington with your Asset Management Report. Today is Monday, July 21st, 2008. The New Jersey Division of Investment reported that its fund lost 3.1% for the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2008. According to Money Management, that leaves the state total pension fund assets at $77.7 billion, after the state contributed a little over $1 billion in June. Despite the loss, the fund's average annual return over the past 5 years was 9.1%, beating the assumed actuarial investment return of 8.25%. William Clark, the division director, said if the portfolio's asset allocation had not been diversified away from its historic concentration purely on equities and bonds, we estimate the portfolio would have returned negative 6.68% for the fiscal year, assuming we had generated the same performance for our domestic and international equity portfolios. Staying with asset management news, according to Bloomberg, assets under management for Aberdeen Asset Management climbed 6% in the fiscal third quarter. According to the company, assets for Scotland's largest independent money manager rose £113.7 billion at the end of June from £107.3 billion at the end of March. The company said it's identified £57 million of cost savings. CEO Martin Gilbert said it is likely that market conditions will remain difficult in the coming months, but we remain confident of our ability to add further profitable new business. And in more asset management news, according to Reuters, the Dutch pension fund ABP said it owns €8.6 billion in mortgage-backed securities from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. According to an ABP spokesman, ABP has cut its holdings in Fannie and Freddie MBS from €11 billion at the end of 2007. ABP had €7.4 billion in Fannie MBS and $3.6 billion in Freddie MBS at the end of 2007. The U.S. government was forced last week to help Freddie and Fannie. The companies command just under half of the $12 trillion in outstanding mortgage debt in the U.S. amid concerns they might run out of capital as house prices tumble. And in other asset management news, according to CNews, Atlas Penzija said Montenegro has licensed its first privately held pension fund called Penzija Plus. Atlas Penzija's manager, Đorđe Đurišić, told CNews pension fund has just received a license and is expected to launch operations shortly. Atlas Penzija is part of the Atlas Group and is a diversified investment holding company that includes 25 firms based in Montenegro or its neighboring Serbia. Đurišić also said Atlas Penzija proposed the finance ministry amend tax legislation to provide tax breaks for investors in voluntary pension funds. Montenegro adopted a bill on voluntary pension funds in December 2006 that took effect in the second half of 2007. And that rounds out today's Asset Management Report. Thanks for joining us here on EMII.com. For more details on these stories and much more, click onto our Asset Management channel online and read the full stories and latest developments.